From unsolved mysteries to unexplained phenomena, from comedy gold to relationship fails, Amazon Music's got the most ad-free top podcasts, included with Prime. Because the only thing that should interrupt your listening is, well, nothing. Download the Amazon Music app today.
They have no need of your services.
Who are you to question the word of God's servants?
You think that when you die, you go to heaven. You come to us.
All right, Corey, where are we right now? Okay, we were supposed to be on the way to Crypticon. I'm so excited to go to this horror con and see Friday the 13th.
Nate, relax. We're at a graveyard.
I know. This is not Crypticon.
I'm going to pop open the trunk. It's going to take 1 second. You grab I got some shovels in the trunk. Grab a shovel.
You want me to grab the shovels?
Yeah.
In the graveyard.
Yes.
You know, we're supposed to go to a horror con, right?
We're going. This is my peaceful place. Don't you remember going to graveyards when you were younger to listen to Stained and Limp Bizkit and look for goth chicks?
All right, you had me at Stained. All right, I'll grab the shovel now.
I used to jam out and look for goth chicks or zombie chicks or figments of my imagination. This is a great place to meet spooky chicks. This is a great place to clear your mind and also dig up old graves and maybe do some grave digging.
Wait, what was that last part?
Maybe just dig up a couple of graves.
We're going to dig up graves?
I've got no money, man. The economy is garbage. I have no money, and I used to do this. I'm just going to grab a few necklaces, a few things, and hawk them in Minneapolis here.
Are you kidding me?
Just when a friend asks you to grab the shovel, you don't ask them why. You don't argue with them. You just do it. Haven't you seen that Ben Affleck movie?
Yeah, I guess he got me there.
Can you be more like Ben Affleck's friend? Okay. So, and try to enjoy yourself. I mean, it's such a beautiful night, such an autumn night.
All right.
It's Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And it's just, this is perfect, man. I'm going to speed after we're done with this. So,
okay, fine.
So
All right,
fine.
All right, I'll grab the shovels. And like I said, you had me at Stained. It's been a while.
Yeah, that brings you back.
Yeah. Right,
oh, wait,
yeah.
hold up. I think there's somebody humping over there on a gravestone.
Oh, yeah. Keep it down. Oh my God,
Did you grab the binoculars out of the trunk too? Probably not.
No, I didn't, but look, that tall blonde girl in the purple dress is really giving it to that guy. Wow.
The old days, I wish I could go back. Let's not hate on them. Let's get to the graves.
That's awesome. They're also listening to Stained. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, cool. All right. So what are we doing here?
All right, so this is the biggest gravestone. Let's start here. I'm going to dig.
Jesus.
God, I'm getting old.
I can't believe people did this back in the day.
Yeah, for a living.
Jesus. Okay. All right.
Crowbar. Give me the crowbar. I'm down here. Give me the crowbar.
Here you go.
What the fuck, man? There's
not one in here.
Just, empty coffin, dirt, mugs, maggots.
There's a bunch of mugs in here. There's just coffee mugs.
Well, we could pock those if they were in here, but there's not.
I guess. There's nothing in this grave.
It's so weird.
First of all, Corey, this is a shit plan. First of all, I didn't want to go dig up gold teeth and sell them for money at Crypticon. But again, you pulled me in with that stain thing. You know, I'm a sucker for stain. Well, fuck. But so you got me. And now we're digging up graves that don't even have people in them.
Give me a couple more.
All right. Let's try the next one. Okay, we got
crowbar again.
Yep. Here.
What the fuck is empty too?
What's going on here?
This has got to be one of those weird conspiracy things, like aliens are taking the bodies, or maybe it's like
Aliens are taking the bodies,
or
Corey?
people are selling them to give to vampires or something. I don't know. One more. Let's try one more.
Okay, all right, man. But this is the last grave.
The
This
small
one's...
gravestones have the best jewelry.
Oh yeah, we're gonna like dig up a kid now. You know.
Yeah, dude, nothing but.
There's no body in here.
Yeah, there's nothing.
What?
I got no body.
What the hell is going on here, Corey?
I mean, we could try to sell firewood
Did
outside.
you just find the one graveyard that has no bodies buried in it right
This
now?
has never happened to me before in the few times I've done this.
There's just a blonde chick banging guys over there, and I guess that's why they feel so comfortable, because there's no dead bodies around here, and there's certainly not anything that we can pawn.
Welcome to Bloomer.
Okay, fine.
I don't know. All right, I guess you're just gonna have to borrow me some money or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, whoa. What was that? Did you see that?
I'm still in
Something just flew by my head.
Let me out of the grave.
All right, get up here. Ugh. Jesus. Okay. Okay, I don't know. Something flew by my head. It could have been like, whoa, Jesus. That was not a bat. That was silver. That's silver. We could pawn it.
Chrome bat.
That's not a bat. That was a round ball. I saw it.
Let's go ask those people if they know what the fuck's going on. Here, run.
Okay, yeah. Well, shit. Those balls are coming after us, Corey. Holy shit.
Wait, what the fuck is going on?
God. Oh, my God.
What's going on over there?
Wow. God, Corey.
That chick just turned into a dude.
What? Oh.
Who goes there, boy?
Oh, Jesus. What? Where's this 70-year-old man coming from that... Oh.
Stop, boys.
Why are you having sex with this young guy in the graveyard? This is terrible.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, the balls are coming back.
Boys.
Oh my God, it just cut off my finger. It just cut off my finger, Corey. Oh my God, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I'm down a digit. We found no bodies
Did
to
you get
sell.
it, or did you have it, or did it fly away?
No, my finger just randomly turned into a fly and flew off.
We better just get out of here.
Yeah, okay, you're strangely calm about this. We just saw a 7-foot guy banging another dude. He used to be a girl, then he just turned into a 7-year-old man.
You don't hang out in graveyards that often.
This happens in graveyards? I lost a
Weird
fucking
stuff
finger,
happens.
Corey.
Let's go, then. Let's go.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
Bad idea.
I just wanted to go to the con.
Let's go. Episode 39, The Phantasm Rank. Savage Short Creeps podcast. We are back. This is a stressed out Nate.
Just stressed out. I've lost a digit, dude.
Yeah,
I've lost a digit to a flying
You're not
sphere.
the only one that's had a bad week, okay?
I saw somebody get
So your hand's fucked up.
trans-tricked in a graveyard that had no bodies.
Yeah.
In a really shitty... You put me in a position, and you used my love for Stain against me.
Yeah.
That was fucked up. I just want to tell you that. And now I'm down a finger. I mean, there's some songs, yes.
I mean, I was a big fan when I was a kid.
It's been a while. Yeah, I mean, now that's in my head for the next 2 weeks. So, yes, so we are doing...
The Phantasm Rank.
I'm moving on. We're going to do the Phantasm franchise, yes. And
It's Friday the 13th. We're doing the Phantasm Rank. I mean, Phantasm works for any holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Friday the 13th.
Joe Bob thinks it
Valentine's
works
Day.
for Christmas, yeah.
Well, because they look like Christmas ornaments.
Christmas ornaments, yeah.
Perfect
Which I
Christmas
get.
ornament, yeah.
But I'm very excited that we're doing this episode because this is one of the most fascinating horror franchises for me because there's just so much unknown. Right? There's so many different, is he an alien? Is it supernatural? Is it dementia?
Are they zombies? Are they demons? Or are they ghosts?
Yes. What is the tall man? What is this alternate dimension? Is this another planet? There's so much to unpack and none of it really gets answered. So it's open for the interpretation of the fan. And so I think that makes this franchise really
every
unique.
guy with long hair and a bald head.
And it gives them hope, right?
Yeah.
any guy with a skullet could be banging. That's what I've learned from this franchise.
He doesn't get laid that much.
He gets laid a lot more than that haircut deserves. I'll tell you that much. We're doing
So we're gonna be ranking all 5 Phantasm movies. Big shout outs to Jacoby, our Knight Jacoby, because he makes Fears. He just met Don Coscarelli a little bit ago. We all got to see the Hemikuda parked in a thing, and
he said that Don Coscarelli was such a super sweet guy too, which is always awesome.
I mean, he winked at me and blew me a kiss, but
really, yes.
No, I was like, I don't know if I was dreaming or if it happened, but I feel like it happened.
It could have happened.
It could have
in another dimension.
Yeah, I just don't know. I was in like a fever dream.
Hey, buddy, you want to bang one of these dwarfs? Why is everyone getting banged in
the
these
Jawas?
films? Yeah.
The copyright Jawas. But before we get into Phantasm, we got some news.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things right now. Jack and shit. And Jack left town.
Yeah, let's do some horror.
I got
news.
a lot of news, so I'm just going to name off a whole bunch of movies that I saw get announced that are coming up, and then, Nate, why don't you just chime in and tell me what you think?
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do it.
Deathgasm 2.
Fucking love the first Deathgasm.
Yeah.
And I had no idea until you told me this, that there's making a second one, which I'm super excited
With the chick and the dude.
The survivors of the first film?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, that's all I know.
Those were great characters. Hilarious
Still
horror
going to be
comedy.
Australian, I think. Or
Yeah.
New Zealandish.
It's very much in the same vein of Evil Dead with black metal.
Black metal.
Infused in it. And it is a hilarious horror comedy that
I can't wait.
delivers on the gore. Yeah, love it.
Paul Rudd and Jack Black are teaming up to do a meta remake of Anaconda.
I still don't believe this.
This is true. But the movie isn't like a real remake. It's a movie about two actors going into the jungle to remake a movie that they loved. And so they're going to be filming, like Jack Black and Paul Rudd are going to be going out. We're going to make Anaconda, but they're going to be filming them make it. And obviously they're going to probably run into a real Anaconda.
So is this is a comedy then? Because those are two comedians.
Paul Rudd can do anything.
Well, Paul Rudd was in Halloween 6, so I know it's not his first foray into horror.
I'm sure it'll be a comedy.
It's got to be a comedy, though, right?
But with snakes eating people.
I mean, I'm all for that.
You know.
It sounds better than the original, I'll tell you that much.
So Seth MacFarlane is going to make a Burbs remake. The Burbs remake. Seth MacFarlane.
Everything is a remake, a reboot, a sequel that no one asked for that's 40 years old, or a Marvel movie these days. I don't think we need a Burbs.
Or it's an A24 horror film that doesn't make any sense, that you're not even sure if it was a horror movie.
They're getting out there. Yeah, they're getting a little wild these days, I think, A24. They used to start. They started good with Hereditary.
They need to get a little bit more selective.
It's getting weird now.
But I still like seeing A24 on there.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, they make some quality
movies. You got a 50-50 chance. You know what I mean?
What do you think? What do you think about the Burbs remake?
It's Paul's favorite movie, so as long as he's cool with it, I'm
Horror
cool
Bishop
with it.
Paul, right? Yeah.
Corey Feldman probably won't come back. I've never been a Tom Hanks fan.
Wait a minute. No, Corey Haim's dead.
Corey Feldman's alive. He's on tour with Limp Bizkit right now.
That's right. Yeah, I've seen his set.
He's doing a song with Stain soon.
No, Stain deserves so much better.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen some of his sets?
Yeah.
It's not
He
good.
doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a
He's
fuck.
being him. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, there is something
Which
to
I
be
could
said
live
about
life
that.
like that.
Yeah. Well, you can. You just need to stop giving a fuck and and shame yourself every time you go on stage.
I give too much of a fuck.
Yeah. and maybe Corey Feldman gives too little of a fuck when he should maybe give a little bit more.
Well, he just wants to be Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson actually gave probably Corey Feldman some great advice not to give a fuck what people think.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah,
That's why
because they
he's
were
so much. Yeah, he loves them.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin and Corey Feldman both are back in Michael Jackson forever. But
yeah, and
I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know. Nah, fuck him.
It ain't none of my business. It's none of my business.
Right.
Y2K. Jonah Hill produced, maybe even directing, I'm not even sure, but some horror movie about Y2K, the year 2000. I'm imagining this would be what would happen if things did go terribly wrong.
Like we all thought it was going to.
I didn't think it was good.
I thought it was.
You did?
Yeah, I stayed up late playing video games.
No,
through the New Year's because I was like,
erased?
this is it. Yeah, I was younger and I was just like, this is it. This is the last video game I'm
You were
going to
worried
play.
about video games. Everybody else was worried about their bank accounts.
I was
You were
worried about
video
it was not like my memory's going to get erased or like the comet hits the earth or nothing like crazy like that. But I did, and I was really young, right? But I was I did believe the whole like the computers, because computers were kind of a newer thing to me back then.
The problem with Y2K was that they thought that the number was going to go back and then
0, and then it resets everything, and then so I was just like, so the grid's going to go down. This is my last chance at power. So I had all the lights on. I'm playing fucking video games.
That was the first night I got really drunk. I was at a hotel party and I stole a bottle of champagne,
What?
drank it,
Really?
drank it, and then played Cruisin' USA on video arcade.
Okay,
game.
so you were doing the same thing then.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was my high score was going to go away or anything.
It was power, all power. I thought electricity was fucked. Yeah,
And then
I was a young kid.
so I don't know. I think that might be good. I don't know. Jonah Hill's smart, right? I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's all right.
And then Blumhouse, everybody's ranting and raving about how they revealed the Wolfman in the Wolfman remake at Universal or Halloween Horror Nights or whatever the fuck that's called.
Yeah,
And he looks so stupid.
the Wolfman.
The Wolfman that they got, the actor they got to reveal the film.
Oh, okay. So just the reveal looks stupid because
Yeah.
I'm actually excited about this movie because I think it's going to be more akin
Because
to
you like Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man. I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be more akin to The Invisible Man, and I think it's going to be good because of that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I mean, I have a lot of love for that Benicio del Toro Wolfman, but I know
Really?
I do. I like that one a lot.
We covered that and we didn't like that movie.
It's not great, and I know it's not great, but I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
The CGI sucks. I hope they don't double down on that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna stay hopeful.
Hard to make a Wolfman
based on The Invisible Man. I think they fucked up the dark universe that was supposed to happen with The Mummy with Tom Cruise and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they'll really put out a good movie to not fall into the same traps.
Well, Blumhouse puts out.
Oh, he puts out, yeah, and he's been proving that lately.
But he puts out to everybody.
Yeah,
He's really not trying to get anybody to like him. He just puts out.
I used to trust in Blumhouse pretty heavily, but now like it's just
The last good one was Black Phone.
yeah, probably, yeah. I mean, I like the Conjuring films, the Conjuring universe. I don't like the Nuns, all that stuff. Night Swim. That was a Blumhouse, right?
Speak No Evil might be good.
Is that a Blumhouse too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got hesitations on that one too. But yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that today, but nobody would go with me. For real.
Do play some sad music.
You want to shout out Salem's Lot is October 3rd.
Salem's Lot coming to Max on 10/3. Finally.
HBO's Max stands for Hey Beastmaster's on, right? Remember that? Well, because since we're doing Phantasm,
Yeah.
and HBO at the end of the night would put Beastmaster on every night.
Yeah.
And then they used to joke and say,
Hey, Beastmaster's on. I've never heard that before.
Really?
No, never once.
oh, God.
But that's true though. I do remember seeing a Beastmaster at HBO.
Why is Beastmaster always on?
They just had it, man. But yeah, I'm very excited about the Salem's Lot remake. I think this is going to be good old school horror. I don't think that because
They've already made 2 renditions for TV.
Yeah, but I don't.
They made 1 not for TV.
And
right?
I know that there's like a troublesome production with it behind the scenes, but I think that that's all because Warner Brothers fucking sucks and they dropped so many balls and it just kind of got tied up with that. I don't think it speaks to the quality of the movie.
They dropped balls? Did they start flying around after that?
They didn't start flying around. That's Warner Brothers' problem. But I think that I don't think that speaks to the quality of the movie. I'm excited to see this one. Yeah. I love Salem's Lot, the story. I love the original TV movie.
I bet you at the very least, it'll still at least have one really good scene where that vampire's in the window.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Classic scene.
Yeah, it's great. But I think there's going to be some good stuff. Gary Doberman's a decent director. I think he's the director of this film. So I haven't watched the trailer. I know that just dropped, so I'm excited to go and revisit that. But yeah, it's finally happening, and I'm excited about that.
Speaking of finally happening, I saw Beetlejuice. You saw Beetlejuice.
I saw it, yes.
You saw it with family. I saw it with Bishop Paul. My daughter Rayleigh, I saw it with Knight Anthony, Knight's girlfriend Miglin, and Knight Anthony's roommate. although he was nearly late. We didn't even barely get to talk. But so I watched the movie. The movie was pretty okay.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Giving it a B minus. Okay, here's what everybody's saying. Everybody's saying it's overstuffed. Everything goes nowhere. A whole bunch of characters crammed in that had nothing to do with each other. What I was most worried about was Michael Keaton not being able to be a great Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Keaton was a great Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
He did great.
Yeah,
I
he
love
did
Michael
great.
Keaton every moment.
Yep.
They added this Frankenhooker type character by Monica Bellucci, right?
Bellucci. Yeah.
Bellucci. Fucking awesome. She was in a bunch of different cases. She was in a bunch of different boxes. All her body parts came apart. She slowly put herself back together, stapled herself up, off to go get revenge on Beetlejuice. Okay?
Yeah.
Great. She was awesome. A returning character, Lydia, in my personal opinion, screwed the pooch on this whole movie.
Well, I think that
her hair looked bad. Her character was annoying. Her
she had the exact same hair.
She didn't have the exact same hair, but on a 59-year-old.
Yeah, well, way to stay true to yourself.
40 years later, I don't know.
I think the problem with this is that they brought in the Jenna Ortega character,
which she did good.
Jenna Ortega's great.
Was a cool Lydia.
She's meant for a Beetlejuice movie for sure. But the problem is that more
so than Wednesday.
That Jenna Ortega character really pulls away from Winona Ryder's character. So now instead of having one solid character in Winona Ryder, you have almost like a half a character. So that's why I think like she's kind of subdued. There's not much going on.
Well, my daughter loves Winona Ryder, but I'll say that even Ray was like, what the fuck? Kind of weird. She said, I don't know. It's not a quote, but Winona Ryder was cringe in that movie.
I didn't find her that bad. I know you kept saying that, but I didn't find it that bad. The biggest thing that I have, and I give it like a C+. I think it's totally watchable. I think it's an okay sequel. It's fun. I think it's fun, and it's surprisingly way more bloody than I thought it was going to be.
Which really cool monsters, really cool gore.
Yeah.
One thing that Jacoby said that was really amazing. Jacoby explained to me that in the first movie, it was kind of like two people dying and their view on looking into the afterlife, right?
Yeah.
And in this movie, this is more like all the dead people in the undead world peering into the living world.
See, and I like
which
that.
I thought was a
that's
great
that's
way
a
to
cool
put it.
take. That's a cool take, and that's totally accurate with how this movie goes. So it's fun for that aspect. The problem is I don't think that the movie, because I know a lot of people say it's overstuffed. I don't think it's overstuffed. I just think that they wrap up plots and characters so quickly in this film.
So that they would have time for that singing scene.
That's why, and that singing scene goes on way too fucking
still
long.
Cool though, but yeah, you're right.
Way too long. But I think like
awkward
when you're watching some of these characters, these newer characters, and then all of a sudden they get like their storyline gets wrapped up in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, all at the same time.
Yeah, a lot of them, right? Yeah, it's so jarring.
And all it was a sandworm.
And then you're like, well, all these. There were so many characters, they didn't know what to do with them. No, they had good storylines up until they stopped their story, like dead in the tracks, and then just like finished it. Like I feel like they could have used a script doctor in that final quarter of the film to figure out like how to better end some of this shit,
Instead of the big dance montage. They could have did, more story. The other thing that I disliked about this film was that it felt very Netflix-ish in the dialogue and the chemistry.
I could see that.
And it felt a little rushed, a little cheap when it came to the characters interacting with each other. I mean, I liked the new Ghost character. I liked how they took that guy that apparently was a pedophile, which I kind of remember happening, but I kind of forgot now, where they took him out, at least his face for the most part. They put him on he got bit by a shark and he bit off the top half.
Jeffrey Jones.
They bit off the top half of his body and had him walking around the afterlife with no head. They did show his face on the grave, which was a shark fin, which was very interesting. If I get eaten by a shark, I want you
sure.
to give me
I promise.
a gravestone with a shark fin. That is funny.
Yeah.
So,
Jeffrey
Jones they had
Jones
to bounce around that. And,
Jeffrey Jones played Charles Dietz in the first film, and he was busted for child pornography like 20 years ago or something like that. So they didn't want to bring him back, understandably so.
And then Catherine O'Hara was all right and everything.
She was all right, yeah.
But I didn't like the chemistry between her and Lydia. And
no,
I don't know, too many daughters, mothers going on and fighting and being mean to each other. And then I don't know. It was weird. Tim Burton made Monica Bellucci's character because she's hot. I don't know.
She's hot and scary.
Yeah. But it was kind of just, a lot of stuff was crammed in there, but it was an entertaining watch. I enjoyed it. It's a good family movie.
Yeah, I'd watch it again for sure.
It. I mean, but they skipped over like everything that happened in between, like the two ghost people, Baldwin and
Gina Davis.
Davis were missing, and they said was 2 seconds of, they figured out a way to go to heaven or something.
Yeah, they moved on. Yeah.
And then, she got married to a Mexican man, gave birth to Jenna Ortega. I forget her name in the movie, but might as well be Jenna Ortega.
Winona Ryder?
No, I'm talking about Jenna Ortega. Well, she got married to a Mexican and then had a daughter, and then the Mexican man died, and Lydia wants to go to the afterlife to meet her dad. I don't know, just a whole bunch of shit going on.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. Not bad for a new Tim Burton. Not great for an old Tim Burton, though.
No, definitely not. And it really feels like a lot of the sequels that we're getting that are like 30 or 40 years later that no one asked for.
I don't think Tim Burton's got it anymore.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's not a bad film. It's just not great either.
Have you watched Horror's Greatest on Shudder yet?
I have not.
So I talked about the first episode, which was tropes and things. Now I watched the kaiju episode. It was okay. Me not being a big kaiju movie fan. It looked pretty cool. And then they just the other day, I watched the greatest Japanese horror, and that fucker rocked.
Really?
So if you do have Shudder, you should watch that TV show. It's made by the same people that did 100 Scariest Moments. Horror's Greatest.
Okay.
Look it up. I also heard rumors that Friday, or by the time you hear this, last Friday, Joe Bob's doing a Friday the 13th 1 and 2 double feature.
Yeah, he's doing it in like the first week of October, and I think it's for AMC's Fear Fest.
No, I just read that it's going to be.
Well, it's going to stream on Shudder at the same time it premieres on AMC.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a crossover thing. He did this once before, but yeah, the first two Friday the 13th, which is cool.
Yeah. Because it's Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Well, and when this episode releases, it will be. So.
Oh.
It will be, yes. It will be Friday the 13th. We have an episode out. We're going to Crypticon. If you guys are in the Minneapolis area.
Yeah, you should come find us.
Definitely come find us. But, anyway.
So, that's what I've watched. That's what the news is. And we got some emails?
We do have a couple emails this week, yes. And Corey, I got to say, I think that we have, first of all, we appreciate everyone that writes into the podcast, reaches out on socials. It's awesome to have that much interaction with the fan base. But I'm starting to think that we probably have the best fucking fans.
Well, not only, okay, so first of all, over action fans, over fantasy fans, over Marvel fans, the horror community is the best
absolutely
community and culture of films ever. We're not murderers, we're not killers, we're actually very nice people that support each other in any way. You can make a horrible product and they will support you and tell you good job and promote you and support you, and our fans are no different.
No, definitely not. But I mean, like, the level of like interaction that we've been getting these days, and you're gonna figure out what I'm talking about here with this email. It's just like, it's going above and beyond, right? And I'm so thankful.
It's a little gushy inside.
It makes me a little gushy inside, just because we have people listening to the podcast like this, and then reaching out to us, and it just it makes everything that we do here and all the hard work and the shit behind the scenes, like, maybe half an episode gets deleted for some reason that we can't explain, and we have to redo it again.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it makes all that shit worth it. And this is from a listener named Carrie. And I believe that she's reached out on Instagram before, but this is the first time.
She wants a T-shirt that says...
That's right. She reached out about merch.
Says, I hate this fucking movie. ... It's all right. It was fun.
Well, that's really funny because that's kind of the basis of her email here.
Okay.
And so, Carrie, thank you for reaching out on this one. And you have gone above and beyond on this. All right, Corey, you ready?
I'm ready.
This is going to blow your mind. All right. Dear Creeps, the Exorcist II segment of the last show reminded me of when you guys talked about American Werewolf in Paris. My inner nerd yearned to find the true answer to the question, which is worse, The Exorcist II or An American Werewolf in Paris? That is an answer that...
Two amazing sequels that were...
amazing?
Wow, two sequels that were made to follow amazing originals.
I feel like trying to answer what's worse between those two films is one that would like drive you crazy and kill your whole family.
She said that, or did you?
No, I'm saying that right now. But so anyway, I'll go on. So in true mad scientist fashion, I collected data. In my re-listen, can you imagine a re-listen? I can't imagine listening to us once, let alone multiple times to do this.
I do it sometimes.
You do it?
Oh, I love listening to myself.
That I believe. In my re-listen, I counted the times that Corey said some iteration of I hate this fucking movie for Werewolf in Paris, and how many times Nate said something along the lines of it's not that bad or it's fun. Then I ran a comparison of The Exorcist II and how many times Corey said something like it's not that bad, and how many times Nate said something like it's a fucking mess. Yeah. And she says, here are the results. Now, Corey, she made graphs here. Mm-hmm. This is insane. This is awesome. I love this. But like, thank you so much again for doing this. But she made graphs. So the first graph is the American Werewolf in Paris graph. There's two measurements on this graph. It's a pie chart for those listeners at home. It's not that bad is one option. And I fucking hate this movie is the other. All right. So there were 5 instances of it's not that bad and 9 instances of I fucking hate this movie for American Werewolf in Paris. Yeah. Meaning that there was 64.3% of the pie chart is negative towards American Werewolf in Paris. Nice. All right. Exorcist II, the two categories are it's not that bad or it's a fucking mess. It's not that bad got 3, and it's a fucking mess got 7. Meaning, the negative of Exorcist II is at 70% versus the 64.3% of American Werewolf in Paris. Analytically, you can't mess with the numbers on this. You can't fuck around with this. Carrie has proven that American Werewolf in Paris is a better movie than Exorcist II.
That's one way you can take it. Another way you can take it is that that you hate Exorcist more than I hate American Werewolf in Paris. But it says that I said I hate this movie more than you said it's a mess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm taking Carrie's word for it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't mess with the facts here.
It's fine.
My very scientific conclusion is both movies appear to be ass, she says. Well, you're not wrong on that, but American Werewolf in Paris is fun.
I mean, it's
an Exorcist
pretty
is a fucking mess.
I mean, it's not that bad.
There's a couple more for the pie chart. She goes on, here are some ideas for future episodes. Funniest horror movie with basic summary of the plot and then specifically talking about the funniest parts and lines. So like maybe a horror comedy episode. That'd be fun. Best Stephen King adaptations. That would be fun. That's got to be a whole big episode.
Sure, other people have asked for that. Yeah, it's gonna be like a 3 fucking parter.
Right, there's a lot. Yeah. Best twist or surprise endings would be fun, where you could actually talk about the twist. There'd be some spoilers involved, but yeah, sure.
Mist.
Best director cage match, which would be fun. We kind of
Dario Argento versus Fulci.
That would be fun. That would be a good one. We kind of started that with like a director's series with John Carpenter. We got to get back to something like that too. We kind of fell off the
what would it be? Carpenter versus Craven.
That'd be a good one. Yeah.
Carpenter versus Craven, and then Hooper versus.
Do you go Alexander Aja versus Eli Roth?
Ooh, maybe
that's got to be kind of close, huh?
Yeah. Thinking about it.
Cronenberg versus his son.
Cronenberg versus Romero.
Oh, fuck. Hooper versus Romero would be a good one, I think. Maybe. Romero's going to win that one, I think. But anyway, all right. She also says, thanks for posting the pictures of the costumes you guys talk about on your social media accounts. That must have been in reference to Anthony's dick that he strapped to his head as an alien. Yeah. I'd also love to see Corey's mask collection and how you guys display your movies. You are going down a dark rabbit hole here, Carrie.
Yeah, I'll send you pictures, but it'll be just you.
Yeah.
Late at night.
You're just sending pictures of me?
Oh, no. I'm videos of me and my mask, breathing heavy.
Yeah, no, I would say that I'm proud of both of our collections that we have of horror memorabilia.
Do we want to do it?
Movies.
Do we want to reveal it?
How many movies you got?
Well, let me pull out my thing.
Okay. Yes.
So on my iCollect app, it says that I have 1,809.
1,809. Okay.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's VHS.
That's a lot of movies.
That's DVD. That's Blu-ray. There are doubles in there on different things, but
well, you got to count them. Like, there's a couple 200 movie sets that I have that will count in the list for sure.
Yeah. What do you got?
Slightly higher. I have 3,380 movies, not including like the 30 or so VHS that I have.
But then you're counting box sets and you're also counting multi-packs.
Yeah, you have to.
I don't.
Well, then you're selling yourself short.
I don't really like multi-packs.
But there's 50 movies in there, and you own 50 movies.
If you got a 50 movie pack, that's one movie.
I have a drive-in collection of films. That's 200
like
films.
3 movies, 3 horror, this horror movie, this horror movie, this. I count that as one DVD.
Well, maybe you're closer than that, but mine's 3,380 movies. Yeah, it's a little much.
It looks smaller from my point of view.
Okay.
From where?
I got the app, man.
What app do you use? I use iCollect.
I use what the hell is this? My Movies.
You use My Movies.
Yeah,
I am seriously considering paying the $50 a year.
That's crazy.
On Letterboxd. I mean, I really want to change the pictures.
Yeah,
and then you can do that. But I did pay fucking $25 for mine.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly wouldn't know what I'd have if I didn't have an app, though. Yeah, so I could just search through there, and that saves me from buying duplicates.
Let us know what
like
you guys do to keep your collections together. Or whatever.
There's some impressive collections out there, but yeah, we're thinking about maybe streaming a little bit more, at least like streaming some of the episodes that we record and stuff like that. Our podcast studio it's got some cool charm.
Well, maybe if you cleaned up every once in a while.
Oh my god. All right, anyway.
The splooge over there, I don't know what that is.
Splooge. You got it right. Yeah, that's just splooge. Yeah, we'll clean the splooge. But anyway. And then she says, when you guys go to cons, do you bring business cards or something like that? Not. I mean, we don't yet, but
we don't. But so
maybe that's a good
idea. Tell you why?
Fucking, we need to hire Carrie here for merchandise and stuff like that.
I heard that you're not supposed to really promote yourself until you're 50 episodes deep into a podcast. We are on episode 39, going on to number 40.
Is that a real thing? I've never heard this before.
That's a real thing. You're supposed to not heavily. Because if you promote your thing too hard and you don't have your flow yet, then people are going to get the wrong idea and think that you're an unprofessional podcast.
Oh, we got flow.
So by the time we're at 50, we for sure are in stride, and now it's time to promote. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make you a promise, Carrie and all the other people, that by episode 50 or right after episode 50, I'm going to get business cards, some sort of merchandise, and maybe some stickers. Deal?
Yeah, I mean, we should let the fans also reach out to us too. If you guys want to rock some merchandise, we'll create some stuff and like shirts,
underwear with Nate's face on it. Send in your ideas.
Let's let them see my face first before they make that decision.
They know your face looks like.
They know. They know. But yeah, so yeah, thank you, Carrie. That is so awesome, what you did and all the time you spent on that. And thank you for being such a fucking cool listener and reaching out. We love when people do that, and that was just an awesome email. And we got one more, and Metal Mitch returns to the podcast, actually. Yep.
Metal Mitch.
He says, the Alien episode was the first episode of the podcast I had listened to and greatly appreciated people talking about these movies. I, like many others, adore the franchise, even if there's really only 2 super solid movies out of the whole bunch. Kind of think there's a couple more solid ones than that, but whatever. That's fine.
Maybe 3 solid ones.
Yeah, like Alien 3. Anyway, something about the idea of a life form that gestates in a human body and violently bursts out of them only to give birth to an even more perfect organism has always fascinated me.
Wow.
Look at Metal Man. Look how smart our listeners are.
Man of words.
I'm telling you, man, we have the best fucking listeners, best fans out there. I really believe that.
You want to burst something out of my chest.
God, we're very lucky, Corey. Anyway, as far as Corey mispronouncing words, which has become a new bit on the show, if I had just listened to a few more episodes like I have now, I would have realized that this is just what the guy does. And it's hilarious and gives the podcast some extra character. So there you go. You're endearing. You don't need to pronounce anything properly. Yeah. And you don't.
Well, thanks, Mike.
What?
Mike?
Mitch? Yeah. Oh,
Mike?
Mitch. Yeah. Metal.
Oh, it's Mitch.
Metal Mitch. Yeah.
Metal Mike.
I just wrapped up the Shining episode and loved it and couldn't agree more. The movie is one of the best horror stories of all time, and somehow they managed to crank out a worthy sequel. Yeah, I've got my issues with it at times, i.e. the whole Steam thing, but overall it delivers. Now, you didn't like the Steam thing either. I didn't have an issue with it. But yeah. But overall, it delivers. Also, the ending of Dr. Sleep. The movie definitely does it better. And that is 100% true. The movie is actually better than the book on this one.
I don't read books.
Well, you don't need to. You just watch Dr. Sleep now. I am a huge horror movie lover. Some genres more than others. But I've got to say, I've really enjoyed getting into any and all recommendations from you guys about the movies discussed that I have not seen. I'll wrap it up and hope to see you guys at the Halloween party. That's right. Metal Mitch is in this area, and Savage Horror Creeps are sponsoring a Halloween party, right?
Yeah.
At the Red Mixer in Eau Claire. It's an awesome...
November 1st.
November
day
1st.
After Halloween. It is the Halloween Freak Show. Halloween Freak Show party.
Yep.
We got a costume contest at midnight. Big prizes.
We got games, trivia. We got,
special Freak Show appearances. We got...
Music.
Music by Blue Polly 2. I'm the main MC. We got, carnival theme. The whole place is going to dress up like an evil carnival.
This is a huge turnout too. Last year was packed,
yeah.
And it seems like even more people are going to come this year too, which is
Creeps
awesome.
assemble.
Yeah, and they do for this one. So if anyone is in the listening area or hey wants something to do on Halloween and travels to the area,
that old Linda Blair imaginary rocks getting thrown at me thing, you know what to do.
That would be awesome.
I'll have tap dancing shoes on.
Yeah, but no, it's if anyone's in the area or happens to be traveling for Halloween, kind of wants to hang out for a cool, and I'm telling you, this is a fun Halloween party.
We'll let you sleep at his house.
Yeah, or something like that. But we will hang out with you guys, especially if you're traveling distances to see us. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, it would be awesome, and I'm really looking forward to that. Last year we threw a pretty awesome one. You did a fucking awesome job as the main MC.
I did?
Yes.
Oh, geez.
You did great.
Jesus Christ. No.
But we had fun stuff. We got fog machines rolling. We go all out because we love this, right?
Anthony did one of the best dances I've ever seen.
It rivals Buffalo Bills and Silence of the Lambs.
It rivals Crispin Glover and
yes,
Friday the 13th 4.
That was an after party. And you know what, listeners? If you happen to be traveling all this way,
contest, we did all kinds of
that's right. Yeah, we were messed up that night. But if you're
weird.
traveling all this way to come to a Savage Horror Creeps Halloween party, trust me, you won't regret it. And there will be an awesome after party. I guarantee that as well.
Yeah,
we had some fun until dawn, I think, that day, and that was a good night. Whoops. It was a really good night. Whoops. Yeah. So again, thank you, Mitch, and thank you, Carrie, for reaching out, and everyone that reaches out, whether
Thanks,
it's
Carrie.
on
Thank you, Mike.
Instagram, Facebook. You can get in touch with us there. We are very active on there. And then if you want to write into the podcast, we have an email address at savagehorrorcreeps@gmail.com. We love interacting with you guys, and we're so thankful for those people that reach out to us.
There used to be people that used to talk shit about us, but everybody's really nice now, so I don't know. Maybe
We've phased them out. Yes, they're no longer among the
haters
living.
have not been around. But it's okay if you want to come hate on us. We think that's funny. We have a good sense of humor.
Yeah, just leave us a 5-star review first, and then come talk shit to our face. Yeah. But no. Anyway, thank you everyone that reaches out to the podcast, and please don't hesitate in reaching out because we love to hear from you guys. All right, let's move on to the main topic tonight.
Boy.
You've had your whole fucking life to think things over. What good's a few minutes more gonna do you now?
Don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Stay away from me.
Wendy,
Stay away.
darling, light of my life. I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in.
All right, Phantasm. How many of you not seen this?
Wait, what?
Have a lot of people not seen this?
No, I think a lot of people have seen Phantasm. I just don't think that a lot of people talk about it because it's such a weird franchise. You know what I mean?
Explain.
It's not like we talked about in the beginning of the episode. It's not linear storytelling. It's very unique. There's aliens, ghosts, supernatural, all sorts of different things with it.
Zombies, deadites,
dwarfs,
trolls,
other worlds, other dimensions, balls, lots of balls, and weird characters too, and comedy and horror, and so it is so interesting of a franchise. But that's why I really wanted to cover it, and I'm super excited that we're gonna do it. But it's not gonna be that long of a coverage, right? Because there's only 5 films.
Yeah,
and so there's no honorable mentions tonight.
One honorable mention.
We have an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it then?
Star Wars. The Jawas that are in Phantasm were also in Star Wars.
That is bullshit, Corey, and you know it. But yeah, I could kind of see where you're coming from. And
I'm pretty sure, I'm not positive, but there was a lawsuit where Star Wars or George Lucas did sue them for the likeness of these little dwarf monster trolls, and I don't think anything came of it. But yeah, weird. It's weird.
It is very similar to the Jawas, but
glowing eyes, brown little short things.
Yeah. But so this is the horror version of Star Wars. It might be closer to that than you think, and I'll get there eventually. But so aside from the joke honorable mention, we don't have any honorable mentions tonight. We did submit our lists. Corey and I, for the first time ever on this podcast, had the exact same list for tonight.
And I thought everyone would have the same list, but I went on YouTube and I checked other people's rankings and lists, and
very different. Yeah,
nobody has had our list, and our list is the same. So I don't know.
No, we'll see. But for those of you that haven't checked out the franchise, we are going to be doing some spoilers there. Here. And I don't know if that's going to be a big deal. And the thing is I'm not too concerned about giving spoilers on this because they're all our ideas of what's going on in the films. Yeah. They don't draw any positive conclusions as to what's going on in the films and what's going on in the storyline. So it's all up for interpretation. I definitely have some notes on what I think is going on in some of these films. But again, we will be doing spoilers, but again, maybe not.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I would definitely encourage everyone to check out these films. So let's get with our number 5 tonight.
The worst Phantasm film in the Phantasm series is Phantasm Ravager, Phantasm V. Made in 2016, which was 18 years after number 4.
Yeah.
And this is the conclusion, the wrap up, the end of all Phantasms. And boy, oh boy, aside from the opening scene, was this disappointing. Mainly because no practical effects.
Oh, yeah. And so that's part of the biggest part of the film's downfall is that It's all CGI, and it's not good. It feels like a B movie.
Feels like a
sure.
fan film in a way.
It does. It really does. And this is the first of the franchise
that Don Coscarelli did not direct.
Yes, he wrote it with
And
David
produced,
Hartman and produced it. So, I mean, definitely has his stamp of approval on it. But it's directed by David Hartman, and it feels like a completely different movie from the other four.
So, and
it really
what
does.
they tried to do was they tried to take Reggie, a character that we're going to talk about a lot in this. He's old, and he is now in a retirement home or in a nut house or wherever the fuck he is.
Yeah.
And he has Alzheimer's, right?
He has
dementia. He has dementia, and now these hallucinations that these experiences he had are now being told to him that they were hallucinations, that they never happened.
Yeah.
And he's, to keep his health up, they're trying to get him to tell the story of Phantasm and the Tall Man and these fears and these zombies.
And what he's experiencing.
And he's having to struggle with himself to try to figure out what was real, what happened, what didn't happen, and what did happen. In his spirit and his heart, he thinks it's real, but they're kind of trying to make it seem like it's not. And
so
it's a good idea, but it just
I might have ranked this as my number 4. It would have never have been higher than that. I might have ranked this for my number 4. I didn't. I left it at 5 because I know what we're going to do. Because if we have a tie, then you're just going to go to IMDb, and this is the lowest ranked of all the movies, right?
And it's the worst.
Yeah. The bad parts of it is how it's directed. I don't like David Hartman's directing. It feels very sci-fi movie-esque. It feels very low budget. A lot of CGI, and you don't have the budget to pull off good CGI, so it's bad CGI.
Giant spheres over cities.
It's overblown.
Things looking like a fucking 2001 video game fucking cutscene.
Yeah. What I do like about it, though, is the actual storyline.
Dawn?
No, I don't like Dawn. That was such a shoehorn character into this.
Well, they had to have Reggie try to get laid.
Reggie, the guy that pulls the most ass with a haircut like that, is once again trying to do it. But his storyline, what I love about it is it goes back to the first film where Reggie, and we'll talk about this, might be the main character of the entire franchise. It focuses on Yeah, I mean, you could talk about,
just not in the first movie.
You could talk about Mike, a Michael Baldwin's character. You could say that he might be the main character, but the thing is it goes back to him. He is the main character of the storyline. He's got dementia, and I think that's kind of an interesting story. And I think that there's a very, especially after all the craziness that we've seen in the first 4 films, to say that it's all part of someone's dementia actually makes some of the stuff that we couldn't draw connections with make sense.
Yeah.
Because it's just because a lot of this whole entire franchise is kind of nightmarish.
Could be.
It feels very dreamlike, right?
Could be. I mean, yeah, that makes sense for them to go that way, but that's how you're going to end Phantasm?
I don't know how you wrap up the storyline over these 5 movies, right? Like this, because it's so big, it's so nonlinear, it's so wild in its execution. You don't know,
they turn the tall man into his next door fucking bed.
It's a guy that's dying next to him
in this movie.
And he was not doing well health-wise, so he doesn't have a lot to do in the movie. But yeah, so he's still there. It's good to see everyone back. I think it's interesting with the dimension angle. I don't know if that's necessarily a great satisfying conclusion to the story, but I think it's an interesting take. I think the way that this film ends,
I think they would have came with something better for 18 years worth of writing.
Yeah, but I think the way the movie ends has got some heart to it. However,
fan service. You hate fan service.
No, I don't really think it's necessarily fan service. I think it's
you don't
an
think
interesting
that
way
they
to
made
end it.
this film only for people that loved the Phantasm series to enjoy?
Yeah. Well, I think this was supposed to be like webisodes or something on YouTube.
Pitiful if you haven't seen the first 4.
Yeah, and they just turned it into a full-length movie. It kind of works. It kind of doesn't. There's some good stuff, but there's equal parts bad. And the execution of some of this stuff, like they're trying to pull off big ideas with zero budget. And honestly, I don't think the director's skill is there either.
Right.
And he just can't pull it off.
I enjoyed the first 10 minutes of this movie and not much after.
I see, and I enjoyed the last 10 minutes, especially like the last 5, when all the 3 main characters are in the car together, and all of a sudden it starts like hitting you in the feels a little bit, and I'm like, okay,
yeah, but
I think I kind of like this.
So awkward. It was weird. All 3 of them being in the car, and it was like, oh, we got these people to do this
It really bogs down in the middle of the film too. It kind of goes crazy with like other dimensions and giant spheres everywhere, and it's just kind of a mess. With that being said, though, there's some good stuff that I think is in this, to where I might have put this as my number 4, but I don't know. I don't. This is one that I could totally see, and with every movie in this franchise, and this is why I like it so much, I can totally see myself rewatching these films all the time, trying to figure out what's actually happening, and the fact that it never draws a positive conclusion, like this is what happened.
Yeah.
Is one thing I love about this franchise, because it leaves so much to interpretation and makes you want to rewatch them. It makes you want to dive into the craziness to kind of see all this stuff. This whole dimension angle has never been played with before, and I think it's kind of interesting. I don't know if it works 100%, but it is kind of like a sweet way to wrap it up. And it takes it back to one of the central themes that we'll be talking about in all these movies. There's science fiction in these movies. But there's also the fear of life and death, especially death. And it kind of goes back to, and that's very prevalent in the first film. It also takes it back to that like fear of death, fear of dementia. You know, Reggie's dying in this film. And it's kind of interesting to see that kind of come back to the first film full circle and say, oh man, someone's going through some shit and this is like a version of dying. Right. And they're tackling that notion of dying and the importance of life and the friendships and the relationships that he's built throughout the franchise. It's kind of sweet when it does that. It just, I'm sorry, David Hartman just couldn't pull it off 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this movie cheapens the other movies. I would have rather...
And I can see the argument there.
I don't know if I wanted them to even make it. I almost wish it wasn't there, but it is nice, I guess, to have a wrap-up, even though the wrap-up's not a good wrap-up. I don't know.
It's weird because I don't think that this franchise ever has a solid wrap-up. I think this is as good as it's going to get, and it's not good, but I don't think it's bad either, but I mean, it's not great. And you never get that solid conclusion, but I think they strived for something, probably bit off more than they could chew. Yeah. And it's, I don't know.
Well, and it was rushed and it was late and it was, yeah. It is what it is. Money's money. You didn't have any of it. I get it.
Yeah.
Number 4.
We feel that, yeah.
Phantasm Oblivion. Phantasm 4.
The fourth at 4.
The 4th is at 4. This one picks up 1998.
Directly after the third one, right?
Yeah. Directly after the third one. And they try to go back and get a little serious in it. The characters, I feel like the one prior to this film, they tried to have a lot of fun with it. And they kind of dropped the fun and got back to serious storytelling. And totally. I think Reggie's performance is a little lackluster.
Yeah.
The chick is Jennifer. Reggie tries to get laid.
Always.
I do think this movie has one of the best scenes. And
what's up?
It's going to make me sound like an asshole, but the spheres inside of the girl's boobs. So Reggie's trying to do some dirty stuff and maybe touch her stomach while she's sleeping. Yeah. And when he gets up to the boobs, we find out that there's some deathly spheres in there that shoot out of her boob. And I mean, they do some things with the balls here, but the Angus Scrimm performance also is not very good.
You don't think so? You don't like Jebediah Morningside?
I didn't. It didn't get me. I felt like the chemistry between Reggie and Mike and Jody weren't there because, well, Jody isn't even Jody. He's like a ball version of Jody, and Reggie and Mike are separated the entire film.
So Jody's absent in the second.
So it's basically Mike telepathically talking to the tall man, and it's Reggie telepathically talking to Jody.
Yeah.
And it's just boring. It's just a lot of dialogue, a lot of standing out in the desert, a lot of searching.
Well,
and searching.
To go back to the Jody character, he was absent in 2. They bring him back in 3. But it's almost like an extended cameo in 3. Like he's not in it much, but I feel like they wanted to pull him back in more in 4, but they just don't know what to do with that Jody character. And so like he never gets fleshed out.
Made him like a guide, like a dead guide.
Yeah, and then there's a betrayal there and all this weird shit, and they try and take it to that. I'm glad you pointed out there's a serious lack of humor in this film compared to like 2 and 3, you know, and 3 especially. Yeah, there's really no humor. They actually try and give some backstory to the tall man, which doesn't really necessarily make sense. When I was watching it this time,
so he was a mortician. And then he figured out a way to jump into dimensions. So he went to a different dimension, which was the undead dimension. And he went there and somebody took control over his whole body. And when he came back, he was the tall man and not that mortician. I feel like he went there and became a completely different person.
Yeah.
Some people say that he went there and saw things and it made him evil. But I think he went there and somebody took over his body.
Okay, but like, did we need that though?
Well, I get people were asking, I bet, how did the tall man become the tall man? But... It's not the best writing in the world.
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place. They really wanted to wrap up the franchise with this film. I don't think it does it at all.
Right.
Like it leaves a big gap at the end of this film and nothing's resolved. And so it's kind of just like, this is a terrible wrap up for the franchise. So that actually forgives a little bit for making the 5th one.
Right.
You know, I think it's kind of cool that they used the original cut of Phantasm was 3 hours long.
And they took the extra hour and 20 minutes and they actually instilled that old footage in there, and it didn't feel placed.
It didn't, because they took the spare footage from the first film and then made a story around it. It definitely feels like that, though.
And shit,
yeah, it definitely feels like that, though. That they're like, oh, we have this old footage, which is cool, but also like it doesn't make for a good story. Like, I don't know what's going on. You get more world building, but for a 4th film, especially when the intention was to wrap up the franchise, we don't need any more world building. We need answers. We need,
it felt more like the answers to the prequel. Like,
it asks more questions than it does. There's
if you want to make a Tall Man prequel, make a Tall Man prequel. Don't jam it into this boring.
There's no climactic fight or anything like we've seen in the previous films.
It just kind of ends.
It does. It really does. And I don't think it's necessarily
satisfying. But a lot of these
satisfying.
movies are like that too.
They are. The A. Michael
Why is
Baldwin
it called
character,
Oblivion? I get why they called the last one Ravager, because like he's the Ravager, but like Oblivion, like is that
forever? Like the tall man's forever?
Yeah,
he's never going to end. And honestly, they kill him a bunch of times in this movie and nothing happens. So like
to Oblivion is the end of time and beyond the end of time, or something.
I don't know. It asks a lot more questions than it ever answers. It's still interesting. It's still cool to see the main characters back, but it is kind of a mess storyline, and it's not as fun, especially without the humor, without the action. It's
I could have goddamn fell asleep if Reggie didn't pull that little creep move. And
got the titty spheres.
2 of them in her. She must have been powerful.
Titty spheres.
But yeah, it was also quite disappointing.
Okay. Well, what do you think about the 3rd selection tonight, which is Phantasm III, Lord of the Dead?
Lord of the Dead, I think, could, when I watched these first 3 right in a row, okay.
You like this movie, don't you?
Considered this one for first place.
Really?
I think that this is the funniest. I
Yes.
think that
Totally.
the new crew, the new Phantasm crew, could we get rid of Mike? Could we get rid of Jody? Could we have Reggie build a new Phantasm crew? I like Tim. Tim's a little kid whose parents are dead.
I like Tim too.
And Tim,
Yeah.
like out of all the annoying kids in horror movies, this kid is not annoying. This kid is cool.
Yeah, I agree.
This kid's badass. I like this kid. And Rocky, Spunky,
Did not
fucking
like Rocky.
You
Did not like
You
her.
are lying to yourself, because Rocky is quite possibly the best character in this entire series.
Grow up. No way. She's got nunchucks. She might be is she in the military at one point? She
I think
wears
she has some past
camo pants,
military.
but yeah, I don't know.
She's good with the nunchucks. She fights balls. She does it.
Fights off Reggie's balls too.
Yeah, she fights off a lot of balls in this. I don't know. Well, so this movie has like an Evil Dead, Night of the Demons vibe. So
Night of the Demons for sure.
it doesn't take itself seriously.
No.
It leans fully into the comedy. It has cool, old school, early 90s, late 80s demon face effects. These zombies, these ghosts, whatever, these aliens, whatever they are, they have disfigured faces. They get holes blown through their faces.
Yeah.
There's what I love about horror movies, what I love about Return of the Living Deads and the Night of the Demons and the Evil Deads is these feral monsters with personality.
And you're talking about
this-
like the people that Tim kills. And
I'm
stuff
talking
like
about
that, too?
the looters.
Yeah.
Edna and fucking whoever. And these people kind of follow them through there. I love the look of it. I love the feel of it. It reminded me of like a Night of the Demons sequel or something mixed with a little bit of that fantasy phantasm thing.
Campy. It's fun.
It's campy. It doesn't take itself too seriously. You want to see balls. You want to see
and you
dead
do.
people.
You see a lot more.
And you see different versions of like it came creative when it came to the personalities of the characters.
Yep.
You really fleshed it out. It felt like a cheap Ash versus Evil Dead movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With Reggie acting more like that. I don't know.
Evil Dead's a good comparison because this does feel like the Army of Darkness of the franchise, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of sillier. It's fun.
And I
There's-
wish they would have kept on going that way with this.
Yeah.
And just,
Yeah.
But Don Coscarelli has this seriousness to him too.
Yeah.
Like if you watch his other films. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's the funnest. I think the gore
Definitely.
is cool and practical. It's
They're still working with some kind of a budget on this one. Yeah.
but
for
this
sure.
one will keep your attention, man. I mean, like I said, I feel like Reggie might give his best performance in this film.
I agree. Yeah, he's the star of the show. Yep.
They brought Mike back after, well, I guess we'll talk about that later.
Yep.
Boring. But
Hey, Michael Baldwin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not great in this film.
he's not one of the Baldwin brothers, right?
I don't think so. No.
There's a lot of them, but yeah.
That's why they made him do the A. A Michael Baldwin, yeah. But yeah, Mike is
the
definitely
tall man's still pretty cool.
Yeah, he's still scary.
He's got more of that iconic slasher vibe to him.
Yeah.
Where he's more like a Candyman than a mysterious character. He's more in the forefront. I think this is the most he's in.
definitely, yeah. Yep.
So you get to see more of him. You get to see Reggie being the best Reggie he can be.
The world
And-
is so much bigger in this one too. I mean, all of a sudden the balls, you see what's inside of the balls and all, you know,
figure
the spheres.
out, more stories about how they work.
Yeah.
How they're in people's brains. Was this the one with the drill that went inside? And no, that was 2, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, the guy. Yeah. But
yeah, I don't know. I really like this one. I when I watched this, our top 3 scores, I was pretty even. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. I gave the other ones the same. I think 3 is good, and everybody hates 3 because
really?
everybody you either hate it or love it. I mean, when I was on YouTube, like I said, I saw a lot of people putting this at even last. One person put it on last, and I couldn't fucking believe it.
No, I can't believe it either
it's the
because
funnest and it's
still
the silliest, and it reminds me of the movies that I love. And
But
maybe it's my age. I don't know.
It still carries on like the tone, the feel from 2. It does get sillier with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's still growing that
Why
world
wouldn't
out.
you? You're at the 3rd movie. People are liking it. Why not have some fun?
Yeah, and I think it does. It's probably Rocky because she sucks. But
I love Rocky, dude. Rocky
did
is
not like her.
If you could pick 3 characters from all of Phantasm, like to go make a new Phantasm, first pick is
Reggie.
Rocky.
What? It's Reggie.
Rocky.
Okay, whatever. All right. Well,
there wasn't enough Rocky. In Rocky leaving, in the team join-up thing with the kid in the back seat, and Rocky, there's no reason she would be hang out with some old guy and some little kid.
That's true.
But she does it.
Yeah.
And she does it for revenge, but
yeah.
dude.
The problematic Jody character comes back, but like I said, he's kind of like a cameo almost, like an extended cameo. He's not overdone like he is in the 4th film, which is nice. I love the bigger things on this. I do like the campy aspect. I think they should have leaned into that and continued to lean into that. And
there's actually scenes in the, what is that, a mausoleum or where you get the walls back, you get the sets still look good, which you didn't get any good sets in the 4th or the 5th.
No, 4th is like, we don't have a lot of money, so we'll spend it on some of the special effects, but then we'll just film everything in the desert where we don't have to pay for sets. Pretty much, we're just, everything's set in the desert. And it's like, why? But no, they still have a budget here, and it feels like a good continuation from 2.
I mean, it's drastically, budget is down from
the second film,
one, but still enough money to have a good time and for everything to look
it doesn't
cool.
feel cheap or B movie or anything like that. I
like this one a lot. I champion this one. I think this one is almost as good as our next 2 we're going to talk about.
Okay. Well, let's talk about them.
Right.
Unless there's anything else that you need to...
No. Number 2, Phantasm II.
Okay.
So you liked Aliens better than Alien, right?
I did, yes.
This is the B movie version of Aliens to Alien.
I could see that.
It's like if James Cameron made the sequel. You know what I mean?
It does feel like that.
Huge money got put into this. Universal had big time money. They put into it. They said that they could that Don Coscarelli could bring back one of his stars from the first movie, but he had to recast another one as a real actor. Originally considered for Mike was Brad Pitt.
Crazy, right?
He took Cutting Class over Phantasm II Mike.
Damn it.
Who knows what the movie would have been if Brad Pitt would have been. But I actually think this Grossman fella that recasted Mike.
Not Grossman. James LaGrosse.
I knew Gross was in it. Is better than Mike, hands down.
Totally. He is the best Mike.
He's tough. He's spunky. He looks like he might be able to survive more than 5 seconds.
Well, and James LaGrosse is still acting today. And he's good. He's actually a good actor.
And I liked him in this role better. I loved the sets. They dug tons and tons and tons and tons of graves. That scene where they're just kind of slipping through the empty holes. I mean, this is get on the road, search for a killer, get revenge. It's like Highway to Hell or it just has a whole different vibe.
Picks up directly from the first film and then blows that world up in huge proportions to where the tall man has now been taking over and wiping out entire towns, and they're hunting for him. It's such a on the road movie.
Reggie and Mike are the last hope.
It's so fun
when they go break into that weapons store, and
I love it.
Jimmy rig handles onto their guns and make homemade flamethrowers. And then they leave money in the register at the end. It was so Ash. It was so like, they're
very
trying
much.
to make Ash.
I mean, and then they're making
and Reggie is a dollar store Ashley from Evil Dead.
He is. And then making that iconic 4-barrel shotgun that they make. And James LaGrosse's Mike's weapon's not that cool. It's just, it's a glorified blowtorch apparently. But like,
you can do a hell of a dab with that.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many guns on the wall. So many guns, and they make this shit, but like, whatever.
Right.
No, it's super fun. The bigger budget. I love that they take this out on the road. They're hunting the tall man and his army of minions and whatnot. And then them going from town to town and seeing this entire town like laid to waste. The tall man's been here. No one survived. It's such a cool
there's always
concept.
a trace of him
he sets traps for him too, so they're always coming up with like these crazy little situations. The special effects in this film is the best in the entire franchise, right?
Yeah, well,
some of the practical effects.
Yeah. When you almost have an Elm Street moment where that girl's hunched over, and that Freddy Krueger looking motherfucker comes out of her back.
Yeah.
Liz is a new character where she's like a psychic or a
she's psychically connected to Mike. We don't know.
And the tall man. The tall man, Mike, and this chick are connected, and they're sending emotional love notes.
Yeah. It's a new character, new concept. It works. She's not a bad character. But she's not
a great character either. She's not like Alchemy.
No, she's no Rocky, right?
She is no Rocky. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, she's not bad. She doesn't like hinder the film by any means, but she's fun. She's a love interest for Mike, kind of.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, for the most part,
because that's what the people wanted. They were like, "Oh, what sucks about Phantasm? Well, there's no romance."
Yeah.
I mean, Jodie gets laid in the cemetery, but in the first one, but
yeah,
I don't know. And they all kiss the tall man when she's Lady Lavender.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We'll talk about that
when
we get to that. But there's a good chemistry between them, and Reggie is just the badass, and Mike is a likable character that you actually kind of want to live. That's the only time I ever wanted Mike to live.
You actually like
cool.
him in
There's
this one.
new versions of balls. There's good balls.
There's good balls. There's bad balls. They're definitely more violent. They do some crazy stuff in this movie. I mean, especially the fun shit that happens with the preacher and the little tall man's guys, not the small Jawa looking ones, but like his little drones or whatever. Very cool concept.
There's recaps in all these sequels, and this recap actually gets you excited to watch the rest of the movie, unlike the other recaps that kind of just feel like tired and lame and retreaded. But I like the recap at the beginning. I love the way the story, when it's easier to follow.
It's so much easier to follow because I don't think it like tries to branch off from what it's created. It just tries to make the world bigger with the tall man and what he's done, but it doesn't like introduce a bunch of new concepts. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like they're trying, like 4, they introduce so many different things that you just don't know what is real, what's not, you know. This is actually the most easy to follow in the entire franchise. And it's blowing up the world, but it's not like adding crazy shit to it where you can't follow it. It's just giving you more of what you love.
Yeah, this is the most simplest, best story, I think, probably.
Yeah.
Reggie is horny, but I get it. He's been on the road with some kid that he had to take care of after his brother died and all that other shit. And why didn't Reggie believe him about what Reggie went through in the first movie with him?
So he didn't believe him until Reggie's family, who we've never seen before, gets blown up.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. So, I mean, they kind of like retcon the entire
first
ending.
One, yeah.
The entire ending on that. But they kind of do that at the end of the first film, though, too. So it's not like kind of out of nowhere. But yeah, so I mean, like, it is kind of like an interesting, we're taking it back to the first one because we kind of really threw you for a loop at the end of the first film, but then they made it make sense. And then they made like this whole quest for vengeance, let's take it on the road type of film. You know, they did that in the best way possible.
Which I dug that.
Yeah.
And Reggie's young enough and sexy enough that you almost believed the relationship might work out. And then poor guy finds out she's a brainless.
The guy's got a thing for zombies. Doesn't he? Like undead chicks. Yeah.
But
not great.
Boy. I don't know. The operation is big when they did bring it top scale, but I don't know, man. This one's fun. This
is a very fun film. This is a great sequel.
Almost the only one that feels like a mainstream horror film out of the whole series. What happened? I guess Don Coscarelli said, I'm going to keep the rights to this. And then they're like, well, then we're not going to give you that much money.
I think that's exactly what happened.
If you want to have an independent view on this, if you want to fight us about your story, then you can just have a little bit of money. It
probably didn't perform as they wanted to. And so he was like, fuck it. I'm taking back my story and I'm bringing back the actors I want to work with. And
there is some sort of fight over that because Phantasm II is never included with 1, 3, 4,
because
and
it's
5.
with Universal, yeah, and I think all the other
I think
ones were
Universal put
independent.
so much money in there that they
Yep.
got a stronghold of that one, and
Yeah.
that sucks too. But it is what it is.
The
effects show, though. The effects are great, man. Tall Man, if they would have kept on going with money,
Dude, the
and
practical
budgets,
effects are
Tall Man
fantastic.
might have been up there with Candyman in like 3rd tier horror,
I agree.
but he's somewhere in 5th tier.
Oh, you think so? I don't
I don't
know.
think he's that high.
I think he's pretty cool. I think he has the best line in the entire franchise in this film.
Let's hear it.
You think when you die, you go to heaven. You come to us. Yeah, I love that
Come to
line.
us.
You come to us.
And well, there was another one that he had where the Liz and Mike were talking, and he was like behind a bookshelf.
Yeah.
He said, "No, it's not." Or
He doesn't say he's correcting people.
yeah, he
That's
just
not how it's pronounced.
yeah. I don't know. Tall Man looks fresh and crispy and scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, Phantasm 2 is awesome.
Yeah, and there's some actual good horror stuff in here. You know, it's not just like random off the wall balls flying around. There's actually some like good horror sequences in here. And I think this is one of the few examples where we could see
What's the tagline on the cover? Phantasm 2, the ball is back.
ball is back. But I think that this is one of those things where it's
So is it a sphere, a ball?
same thing. I don't
What
know.
is sphere? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that a flying ball?
Flying sphere, yeah. But I think that this is one of those things where the studio involvement actually improved the film. Like one of the few instances that you see in movies where the studio involvement actually helped.
But yeah, the big thing is where, aliens. So if you like aliens, you want a more polished, more sci-fi, less horror, less independent, but more entertaining, fucking smash and grab, awesome movie.
It's
Phantasm 2
It's really this.
will probably be your favorite.
Yeah, I agree.
It is comparable to the Aliens and Alien sequel original dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the same shit happened, but so you know it. Number 1, the original Phantasm. Can you believe it? It's Phantasm, Phantasm 2, Phantasm 3. It went right in order.
Yep. And we both
slowly
had the same.
got worse, and I do believe that that's true. Sometimes time doesn't heal all the wounds. Sometimes it just makes the wound a little bit worse.
Yeah.
But Phantasm 1 is the best. Why? Because it's 70s vibe, because it's creepy vibe,
So
because
great.
of the scenery, the setting when they're in that mausoleum, those walls, the balls flying through. You've never seen anything like that before. It's the Halloween night, crispy, tasty vibe on your thing. It's the first time you ever see a ball fly into somebody's head, drill a hole,
first is
and
so
then
amazing.
shoot out a blood faucet. The first time I saw that, I was like, oh my God, this shit is so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Phantasm's cool. I mean, not to be confused with the bad guy in Batman, but
The Mask of the Phantasm. Yeah. No, the tall man, very creepy in this one.
he doesn't. Yeah, the clicking of his feet against that sidewalk and
Lifting the entire casket by himself, too, just really shows how superhuman he is.
Did it kind of give you Scooby-Doo vibes? Like if Scooby-Doo was a movie?
If I was banging like the bad guy in a
Right.
Scooby-Doo thing.
Yeah, did it kind of feel like it was in a Scooby-Doo world? At first, I got
Kind
Scooby-Doo
of.
vibes.
Well, the
like the gang was like in that world, they just weren't there.
I think what works so well in this is that this whole movie feels like a nightmare. You know, because it's not. It feels like you dreamed this.
Yeah, like
and
a
it's
kid's dream. Yeah, like
exactly.
There's a kid character in it.
There's like this surreal, dreamlike quality to this storytelling of this entire film, and I think it works to its favor because you just don't know what's real, what's not.
The whole movie, you're like, we're gonna find out this is all fake.
I'm banging a blonde. All of a
This
sudden,
is all an acid trip.
now I'm banging the tall man because he just trans tricked me.
He was banging.
He was banging. Yeah, that guy finished before the tall man let that guy finish inside of him before
I
he
remember
killed
when
him.
I realized that, and I was like, oh wait, yeah.
It's like that cop that goes undercover in South Park.
That's worse than the crying game. You find out the chick
Yeah, it is.
is not only a man, but an old man.
Yeah.
that talks like that.
Right. And then like after you come in your post-nut clarity, it's the tall man. It's just very, very uncomfortable.
I love cemeteries. I love how they made cemeteries. I love the way they made the mausoleum look. It makes me miss going to the cemeteries. I used to visit cemeteries. It used to be like video rental stores, and cemeteries were my happy place.
Yep.
And this makes me want to go hang out in the graveyard.
Totally. What I like about this too is it's not only dreamlike, but it also toys with, and I talked about this in Ravager, and the other films don't do this that much, but this one talks about the notion of death. And you see it through Mike's eyes as a kid,
right?
Of like he's horrified because he's experiencing death.
Right. He has like separation anxiety with his brother. Like,
yeah.
You wouldn't believe.
Well, and his parents died in a car crash, and then you find out that Jody dies at the end. That's the twist at the end, and it's maybe him processing grief and all that stuff that goes with death. So you have like, is this a boy that's traumatized by death in his family, or is it a tall man and alien? Which is they definitely lean in on the alien subdimension aspect on this one. Or is it like he's a demon? Is it just a big dream? Like, what is it? It never really explains it. But it also opens up this world that you could do whatever you want to in it, too, and have some really creepy things happen and imagery. It's fucking fantastic. And I also have a couple other theories behind it, too. But yeah, let's keep talking
what about
it.
the Edgar Allan Poe? Did I hear or read somewhere that Don Coscarelli adapted this from an Edgar Allan Poe story?
Oh, boy, what one would that be?
I'm not sure, but I did hear and read that, and I can see it because it kind of does have like that. Well, the death and the graveyard and the crow, and I don't know. I did read that, but I don't have my favorite part of the whole movie, which a lot of people actually think is the worst part because it doesn't age well. But the zombie finger that he takes home that turns into a zombie fly.
Yeah. That's fun.
How they put it in a bag and it's strong enough to fly, even though it's collapsed. And,
not a great effect, but it's a fun scene.
Oh, God. I think that's my, I don't know. I don't know. It's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
I love the idea of a zombie finger turning into a gross fly with super strength. And
Don Coscarelli took the title Phantasm from the works of Edgar Allan Poe because it's a term frequently used by Poe in his writing. So he just took the name from it. So it wasn't actually from like part of his story.
That's still cool though. Edgar Allan Poe's cool.
Yeah.
They couldn't think of a better name than Tall Man, isn't like?
I mean, he is tall. He is a man.
Yeah, but. Oh man, just that's so unoriginal. Why couldn't they? Well,
there's no other tall man.
There actually is.
What is
2012, there's a tall man that steals babies.
Oh, the actual isn't it called The Tall Man?
Yeah. How many people have been? Hey, look at that tall man. Oh, you're the tall man. I don't know. I don't think it's scary. And one of the things that pushed me off
the name.
I just hate his name.
The Tall Man.
The Tall Man. It's stupid.
What are you going to call him?
Well, and that's what I wrote in my notes. I don't know.
Side. Yeah.
Are even like the evil man, the evil one, the mortician would have been cooler. I can think of 9 of them right now without even really thinking about it too hard.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean,
the tall man.
But okay, so name aside, though, he
hates cold. Why didn't they call him the hot man?
Name aside, he's still creepy though, right? Like when he's doing that slow motion walk down the street, and like Reggie's getting that ice out of the ice cream truck.
He's creepy in the way you know, like a grandpa. You just spilt Kool-Aid on the carpet, and the way Grandpa yells at you. I don't know. He's kind of just grandpa scary.
He's intimidating. I wouldn't want that guy sneaking up behind me like he does in this movie. I definitely wouldn't want to be banging somebody and then he turns into him.
Well, that was scary.
That is terrifying.
I don't think he's that scary. I mean, I love the walking and I love the way he reacts to the cold, and I don't know. His facial expressions are on par.
He's great.
And Angus Scrimm did a great job portraying that person, but I mean, I'm used to fucking.
You want knives for fingers and shit like that. Yeah. He's got balls. Literally and physically. Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
I guess they're both physical.
The balls. Wow. And he doesn't have control of the balls?
Yeah, he does.
The balls are actually the brains of those little dwarves.
You don't know that till the third one.
I'm just saying, though, but I do know that.
Only after you've seen the third one.
But yeah, in the first movie, I did think he was in control of the balls.
Yeah, I think so. But also he's from another dimension. He's making slaves, right? That's what he's making zombie slaves.
And to take over the world.
Yes. And then sending him back to his own dimension. So is he taking over that world or our world?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird confusing thing there. But that's what makes this movie so fun, is that you can make your own interpretations of it. And I actually have an interpretation of, like, okay, we talked about the death thing, about how maybe it's Mike's way to cope with death, and he's grieving and he's terrified of death. And then that maybe this is all his like big death fever dream, and so that's like one theory about what this could happen. What I love about it is the science fiction angle. Okay, so he's an alien, so let's double down on that theory, right? He's an alien from another dimension.
I don't think he's an alien.
Well, they'd say he's an alien in this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, it's kind of left up for interpretation in the other
alien,
ones.
like a dimension alien, but...
He's from another dimension.
But not from space.
Maybe not from space, but from another dimension.
But I guess you're an alien if you're from a different country.
Exactly.
So why wouldn't you be? Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a different way of alien.
So he's an illegal alien coming into our country.
From another dimension. You thought Mexico was bad.
But so let's double down on the science fiction aspect of this. Are you familiar with string theory?
Yeah.
Okay. So for those people that aren't, like, it's a scientific reimagining of what reality is made up of. So string theory suggests that everything in the universe is connected, quote unquote. And they're connected by these metaphysical strings. And so these strings cause vibrations throughout the entire universe. And then these vibrations produce effects that we interpret as atoms, electrons, the building blocks of life. Like, all these tiny metaphysical strings are making up life. Okay?
Okay.
When you think about that, then this whole movie makes sense. Because if you think about, like, his gateway, Reggie stops him by putting his hands on the two bars that allow you to go in the other dimension, and that kind of fucks things up. Well, let's go back to the tuning fork that you see in this movie. That vibrates, right? So if he puts his hands on that thing and stops the vibrations, then you're essentially shutting down that gateway to that other dimension. So you're eliminating that string's vibration. You're eliminating that gateway. So if you're thinking about it in a string theory format, that's kind of cool. It also I think they do it in the first one, and I think they do it in the second one too, where he taps the
maybe even in the third.
In the third one too, he might do it where he taps that tuning fork and it pauses. So to me, I'm like, okay, so if you hit that tuning fork, you just sent a vibration out in the world. Maybe that's why it paused the tall man like it did.
Yeah.
And it just was like, he's trying to figure out this new vibration, this new rift, this new thing in his world. And that's why it paused him. It didn't kill him, but, that's why it was just like, holy shit, that's a powerful weapon. Because I was like, what's so special about a tuning fork? Well, it's creating vibrations. So if you tie it back to,
I didn't think about that too much.
If you tie it back to...
accepted it as probably would make sense.
But I mean, like, if you double down on that alien
like
aspect,
cold, and he doesn't like that weird sound, but I get it.
I mean, so it's kind of interesting that, like, did Don Coscarelli, was he a big string theory fan? And like, okay, hold on. When did string theory come into existence? I'm asking Siri right now for the listeners at home.
Before
Here's
that.
what I found.
String theory emerged in the late 1960s. So this is still a relatively new concept by the time he gets to this movie, which is 1979. He's making it probably low budget, 77, 78.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, you start thinking about it, it's only like 10-ish years old.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a new theory. Maybe he's just like, I'm going to take this concept and I'm going to run with it. And it's kind of cool when you start thinking about it like that. And then I take that theory, and then I start going through the entire franchise, and I'm like, oh shit. So you start unraveling certain angles to it. And that's why I love this franchise so much, is because there's so much up for interpretation. It doesn't draw any conclusions, so I could draw whatever the hell I want to.
Yeah.
Especially with this film.
Yeah, please try to make I mean, I'll be honest, what you're explaining right now is just as confusing as Phantasm. Like, I've heard of string theory, but I could not explain it.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure.
But it makes sense with like some of the things you see, at least in the first film, and a couple other things. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it's I think that you are watching a lower budget 70s classic horror film, and that we're talking about string theory or the meaning of life and death and the grief and all that other stuff that comes with it. I think that that's so cool that we can do that. You know what I mean? Like, that we can have this conversation about this film.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. That maybe I'm going down a rabbit hole too far.
I mean, you're complicating things even more.
Well, that's this franchise, though.
But yeah. Reggie, musician, ice cream man. He wasn't meant to be the main character. I think he was meant to be the source of the thing, but
he definitely doesn't feel like it in this first film.
Right, but he is still awesome.
He is awesome.
I wish he was still an ice cream man in the later ones.
He brings the suit back.
Yeah.
A couple times, his little ice cream outfit.
I hope I don't piss my pants when I die.
Well,
did you hear that that was the part of the movie that the MPA was like,
too real?
We really don't like the pee in the pants thing.
Yeah.
And he was like, what?
Yeah.
It was originally three hours long. And he cut a lot.
He did.
It's out there. How come they haven't released the 3-hour version?
I don't know. Does he? Well,
probably because he used the shit for the other movie, I suppose.
Probably. It would be interesting to see an extended cut of this, but
yeah, the imps are great. The fortune teller and her daughter was a cool little scene.
Oh yeah,
it's very it almost feels like Halloween to me.
It does.
As the later ones kind of feel like Christmas because the balls start looking more and more like Christmas decorations. But Phantasm 1 is just a special film. It's independent. It is a very one vision. You can see one man's world, one man's vision. And I love the lady in lavender. The tall man could have been great.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
The trans trickening in there is just
I like the vibe. I honestly, I was afraid you were going to be like, what do you think this movie's about? And I don't want to go there.
No, I think it's fun to just kind of go with the mystery of it.
It's about the mystery of death, cemeteries, mausoleums, and spirits. It's kind of like, almost like, you know how like Japanese horror, they treat ghosts a little different than Americans do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like this is like an American Japanese ghost story. Like, I'm like, are they demons? Are they ghosts? Are they zombies? And
don't know.
They're all.
They're all of them, and there's cases to be made for all sorts of things with this movie. It sounds like we're kind of wrapping up this movie, but the one thing I want to talk about before we leave it, the fucking score, is amazing.
I listened to it on the way over here, and
Dude.
I actually, after I listened to it like 3 times, I was like, oh, I can't listen to this again. So then I put rap instrumental after it.
Oh, cool.
And I found like a hip hop beat version.
Yeah.
To be continued, maybe.
The score of this movie is awesome.
We didn't talk about the Chevy Cuda at all.
Oh yeah, the
Hemi Cuda.
The Hemi Cuda. Yeah, that's a badass car.
This justice. We should have been talking about that car the whole time.
Well, yeah, Jacoby wasn't here to do that, right? So we're not big car guys. But the score is phenomenal, and one thing I do want to say about that is apparently Waxwork Records, because I know that we're both records fans and vinyl fans and whatnot. And if any of you listeners out there love vinyl, apparently Waxworks is going to release the Phantasm soundtrack this year. I have yet to see it, so I'm hoping. Well,
you can't even get it right now.
Well, it has been released on vinyl before, but it's probably super expensive. I've never looked it up, but I know that part of the yearly subscription package from Waxworks included this. Okay. So it's going to come out this year.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't.
Yeah. And so I'm super excited that they haven't released it yet, but we've only got a few months left in the year. So I will
Christmas present.
I will be buying that for sure because I love this soundtrack.
So this one or Beastmaster?
This one. Not a big Beastmaster fan.
I mean,
Can't do it.
you don't like Beastmaster?
Not really. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie, but I was not impressed.
You didn't watch it on that, Joe Bob?
No. No, I didn't watch it. Isn't that Deathstalker?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is like Deathstalker, Pagemaster.
Yeah. You're right. HBO. But yeah,
Yeah.
Phantasm's cool. I have never been a huge Phantasm fan aside from the first one. And actually, my second, I watched this on VHS, number 2 on VHS, and I rented it. First time watching Phantasm 2. I thought I watched Phantasm 2, but I thought 3 was 2. And I got it all mixed up. But Phantasm's cool. I need to watch it more. I feel like I partially didn't give this series justice because I was still trying to figure out shit.
Well, it's one of those you have to watch several times.
You forget how
yeah.
B movie the series is, with the exception of 2. But check out 1. If you like 1, keep watching. If not, you gotta watch 1. The first one's great.
Yeah.
The first 3, I think, are a great trilogy. But yeah.
In the hit or miss results in 4 and 5, I would say, too, since we got the spooky season coming up, that Phantasm is a great Halloween movie watch, too.
The first one, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe the second one, too.
It feels very fall. It's got that Halloween season vibe. So, yeah. So anyway, we normally recap the movies afterwards, but it's just Phantasm 1 through 5.
And
watch
just
them in
the
order.
way they are.
Yep.
Awards. Which movie did you think had the best? Oh, yeah. Do you want to?
Yeah, sure. Awards. We're going right into it. What was the best art?
Cover art. Did you like Phantasm 1 or 2 better?
I mean, I like the reflection in the ball on 2, but it's 1.
I think 2. I like the reflection of the ball.
Yeah.
That one's catchy. That one's poppy.
Yeah.
When I think about cover art, I think about how they affected me looking at them at VHS at Top 10 Video. And Phantasm 2, man.
Yeah.
The way that his face is up there, and it's like...
When I saw
know.
the VHS as a kid, it was always that just the tall man with the ball on the first film. And yeah. It was like an
Not quite
MGM
enough.
release. And yeah, it wasn't great.
Best music, obviously, it's got to be the first one, right?
Definitely.
Because they just kind of tweaked it on every other film.
They tweak it and never to the same quality. Yeah.
Best special effects.
It's 2.
Yeah, Phantasm 2.
Yeah, it's definitely
Hands
2.
down. Best story. Which story was the best?
2?
I said 2 too.
Yeah, I think it's 2 because it's the most linear. But I like 1 because you can
It's a
have some
simpler
fun with
story.
it. Yeah.
And I think 2 almost made it too big with him trying to take over the world, but
Yeah.
it's 2. Best zombie demon ghost creature. Best turned creature. Do you want me to give you? I got some.
Yeah. Do you have
nominations.
some honor? Yeah. Some.
Was
candidates?
it the tall man as the lady in lavender? Was it the zombie finger turned fly? Was it alchemy in Phantasm 2? Was it Edna in Phantasm 3? That was like the looter chick. Was it Henry, that squirrely looter guy that?
Oh yeah, the older fella.
Was it the demon trooper in 4? We never talked about the demon trooper.
Yeah.
Or
about him.
was it Jennifer when she turns into a monster zombie? I'm going hands down Edna.
Edna's
because
pretty good.
She literally gets a hole shot through her face.
Right.
And she's
yeah.
still walking around, and I loved
Yeah.
how grimy she looked, man. It was cool.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the demon trooper was
It's very
cool too.
Return of the Living Dead ish.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Maybe almost Return of the Living Dead 3.
I was gonna say 3. Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of that too.
Yep.
That was partly why I liked that movie a lot. Best ball moment, sphere moment. What was your favorite action part where the ball kill or something the ball did?
when it goes into that guy's mouth. Yeah, or it comes out the guy's mouth, like it hits him in the back and like goes through him in two.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, I the drilling the body and buzzing around inside the body out the mouth. There's the blood faucet from the first one. And then there's the boobs thing.
The boobs are very iconic, yeah. But we have some other categories to,
So, yeah, I picked the boobs thing from 4. Best male actor. Was it Angus Scrimm as the tall man, Reggie Bannister as Reggie, James Lee Gross as the new Mike? Was it Cameron Connors as Tim, or was it Bill Thornberry as Jody?
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be Jody. I'm going to give it to Reggie, just because I think you're going to go James LaGrosse as... That's what I think you're going to do.
No, I picked Angus Scrimm.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because he was in all the movies, and he... Even at the end, he gave it a good... looked like he was doing the most work acting. You know what I mean? Like, because the guy's a really nice guy. He's an accomplished actor.
He is.
Everybody said that it was really hard for him to be scary because he was such
he's so
a sweet
nice
guy.
Yeah.
I did really like James Lee Gross, but no, the tall man still is the performance.
One thing I noticed though
series.
is that Reggie's pretty fucking solid as an actor though too. Like he's pretty consistent.
I
throughout
feel like
his
he's just
entire
being
franchise.
himself in this though. I feel like that's the way Reggie is.
Well, maybe
when we saw him
but
on,
it works. It works
Joe
for his
Bob,
character.
he was the same dude.
Yeah, but it works for his
Reggie.
character. So I mean, does it matter?
But yeah, I mean, yeah, because it's best male performer in this series.
Right.
But
Right.
I'm still going to Angus Scrimm. All right.
Okay.
Female star, was it Kathy Lester as the Lady in Lavender? Was it Paula Irving as Liz? Was it Samantha Phillips as Alchemy? Was it Gloria Henry as Rocky? Was it Heidi, I don't remember, as Jenny? Or was it Dawn Cody as Dawn?
Dawn sucks. Dawn's a nothing
Dawn
character.
and Jennifer both sucked.
Yeah.
The last two were pretty whack.
I know you're going to give it to Rocky, aren't you?
Rocky, yep. Gloria
Yeah.
Henry. She was so cool, dude. And the way the way she was the perfect spunk.
I
Reggie.
prefer Liz, I think. Lady in Lavender is just, I don't know.
I mean, she showed up twice, but
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, we could pick Sally, I guess, from the first one, the girlfriend, but
Whatever happens to Tim? Did they ever explain that?
I think he dies.
Well, he gets taken away, but like we don't know what happened, right?
Because
he's never in 4.
No, didn't he die at the beginning of 4?
I don't remember.
In part of the flashback, they said something about him. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's a good question. So you're picking Paula Irving as Liz, and I'm picking Gloria Henry as Rocky.
Yep.
Fucking Rocky's cool. You're nuts. Best minor character. Was it Lady Lavender, Alchemy, who was Reggie's girlfriend in 2? Henry John Chandler, which was the looter guy, the little squirrely guy that I've seen in a bunch of movies. But
oh, okay, sure.
The Demon Trooper, or was it Tim?
Tim.
I picked Tim too.
Yeah, Tim too.
Worst guy. Was it Mike, or was it Mike, or was it Mike? Or do you think it was maybe Mike?
I think it's Mike in 3. I think he gets better as he comes back to the franchise. He's better in 4. I think he's better in 5.
Maybe, yeah. But it's Mike.
It's Mike in 3, yeah. It's A. Michael Baldwin in 3.
It could be Mike in 1, because I didn't like Mike in 1.
Yeah, but Mike's a kid.
It could be Mike in 3. It could be Mike in 4, too. I mean, this could go to any Mike.
I'm going to go Mike in 3.
Who's the worst character, and why is it Mike?
Right.
Fuck, dude. Sorry, Mike, but...
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Crush. Was it Sally, Jodie's girlfriend in the first movie, Lady in Lavender, who is actually the tall man?
That would be a weird pick, wouldn't it?
Was it Alchemy from number 2? Was it Rocky from number 3? Was it Jennifer from number 4 or Dawn from number 5?
It's Alchemy all day, right?
Yeah, it's Alchemy.
Yeah.
I mean, but Sally was hot, but she just wasn't in it for long at all.
No.
Just kind of got, fucked around with in the graveyard. But yeah, Alchemy. Even when her brains are out, I'd still probably kiss her.
Yeah.
Best death.
Yep.
I don't have nominees. What was the best death?
Best death would be the tall man in 2.
Okay. How did he die again? So
they put that acid in him, and he just kind of like melts, and his eyes pop, and like it's a pretty good practical effect scene.
I remember that now.
Yeah,
I didn't think about one of the tall man deaths. I did that ball one where it shoots up in his stomach and it comes out his mouth and zips around.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty legendary. But I also, I don't know. You could also give it to that first, and this is going to be my Savage Award too. The first movie, the first time the ball comes and it drills in the head, and the way the blood pours out of that ball is just poetic. And
well, the same thing, and maybe even a better.
It's a lot like Aliens too. Like the first chest burster, they redid it in every movie, but they never made it.
The
look
second
cool
one
like
with the
that.
priest isn't,
and it's
bad,
crazy
though.
because Alien and Phantasm came out the same year, and they have a lot in common.
Yeah, they do. The second one with the priest, though, when that ball drills into his head, is, special effects are there. They're that much better, so I mean, it almost tops it, but you can't beat the iconic classic kill of that one. Yeah.
Creepiest moment.
I think it's the tall man in the mausoleum just walking, and I don't know, like it's so surreal.
The clinking of his feet,
and he's slow
on the ground in the first movie.
Yeah,
it's very creepy.
Yeah, he's just a very creepy dude.
As a joke, I wrote down the retirement home in Ravager.
It is kind of creepy though too.
I mean, if you really think about it, what a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to find out your whole life was an imagination thing.
And the guy in the bed next to you dying is like the one that you're afraid of.
But also all the empty graves and just the whole movie's creepy because it has that feeling of death and
the first film.
Yeah,
for sure.
Most horrific.
Most horrific. So this is not Savage.
Yeah, horrific.
Okay.
What's your Savage?
I was gonna go. What did you put it? Titty balls.
The
titty balls kind of make me squirm a little bit. Yeah,
that's
like them.
That would have been Savage, I guess. And then the most horrific would probably be the first ball drill.
Yeah,
would be the most classically horror. Otherwise, like when Freddy bursts out of Liz's back and that.
That is that's pretty horrific too.
Yeah,
and it's the tall man's voice.
Or and then banging the tall man.
I think that's pretty horrific because he does it twice, right?
It's so like his thing. He dresses up. He makes himself look like a hot chick, and he bangs dudes.
It's such an interesting thing that if he's an alien from another dimension, he's like, "This is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to build my army.
This is the way."
And he's built so many of those minions too that you see through the franchise. So is he banging everyone?
Could you imagine him doing that to Fred from Scooby Doo?
The tall man's just a fucking power bottom.
That was the weirdest thing about the movie. All right, let's go into recast. I just picked 8 characters from the entire series of my favorite characters, and I completed all but one.
Okay.
Who you recasted as Reggie? Who do you think would be the best Reggie possible?
So I want you to know that I did take some of this stuff pretty seriously this time.
Okay.
And I mean this.
Hopefully it's not boring.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Bob Odenkirk.
I don't know who that is.
Saul Goodman or the,
Oh, because he's bald?
Yeah, but like, couldn't you? I mean, you've seen him in, have you seen that movie, the John Wick one-ish?
Yeah,
one
I've
with
seen him in
it?
a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
I mean, so like he could be a badass.
Yeah.
And he's bald.
And he kind of looks like Reggie.
And he's a good actor.
I picked who I wanted to see with long hair and a bald head. And I picked Keanu Reeves.
Okay, sure, yeah.
You think that would be good? Like,
yeah. Nobody is that Bob Odenkirk movie.
Where's Mike?
Yeah.
Jody, who are you?
I'm thinking the tall man's back.
Yeah. I think Keanu Reeves would be good. And I want to see him bald.
The tall man?
What do you mean? You guys want this ice cream or what?
Right, him using that line when they're doing the when they're playing that song, Reggie and Jody. in the first film.
Oh yeah.
We're hot as love.
We're hot as love, man.
We're hot as love, dude.
Who'd you recast Mike as?
Miles Teller.
I know that name, but I can't think of who it is.
He's from Whiplash. He's from... Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that'd be a good one. I picked Christopher Mintz McLovin.
I guess Maverick would be the one, too. He's the goose.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you haven't watched Top Gun 2 like me.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
I picked McLovin from Superbad.
Mike doesn't stand a chance. That's just how much you hated A. Michael Baldwin as Mike, I think, that you're casting McLovin in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Who'd you recast the tall man as? This one's fun.
Yeah, and this one I did go serious with, and I feel like every time I preface that, you're like...
So I have no idea what you're going to pick.
Okay.
I'm going to guess what you're going to pick.
Okay, then go right ahead, because
Tim Robbins.
Oh, you know what? I could
Because
see
he's
that.
actually 6'7".
That's funny because the guy I picked is also 6'7".
Okay, so I wonder if you. So that wasn't my pick, but that was what I thought you were going to pick because I thought you were so smart and you would know to pick Tim Robbins. But I picked Vince Vaughn.
I could see that. That's one that I could see. Yeah, Vince Vaughn would be cool. I picked this James Cromwell guy. You've seen him in tons of movies before. L.A. Confidential.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's 6'7".
The way I found this was I looked up the tallest working actors, and it was Tim Robbins. That guy was number 2, and then Vince Vaughn was like number 7.
Couldn't you see him as a tall man?
No.
Okay, yeah, fuck me. I guess.
Well, no, I mean it's a good answer. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I purposely looked at him and I was like, I actually don't like him as an actor.
He's fantastic, okay.
And he's got too round of a nose. He doesn't have those mean eyes. I feel like you got to have mean eyes.
This guy's a dick. He plays so many bad guys, though.
Yeah, but he likes slimy bad guys, not like brutally bad guys.
You don't want to see James Cromwell getting banged?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right.
Who'd you pick as Jody?
John Hawkes, the guy from Deadwood, New
Winter's
True Detective.
Bone.
Yep, Winter's Bone. Yep.
I picked Devon Sawa.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's really good. I like that.
Just like the way, because you think young Devon Sawa would be getting laid in the graveyard, and then old, confusing Devon Sawa in a ball, don't even know if that's really him.
Yep, I could totally see that.
Know.
No, I think that's a great answer.
Lady in Lavender.
Monica Bellucci, since we're talking about Beetlejuice.
Yeah. I just picked Juno Temple. I don't know. I could just see Vince Vaughn turning into Juno Temple.
I also thought Asia Argento would be kind of like unique.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. That's a good answer. I like that answer. But you picked Monica. Yeah, well, yeah. They kind of look alike, those two that you said.
They're foreign, and they're
Bellatucci. Liz. I picked Catherine Newton because I just rewatched Abigail.
Sure. I picked Ella Purnell from Fallout.
Yep. I don't like that chick, but yes, she would be a better pick than Catherine Newton.
Look at me. I've really pulled it together for this episode, haven't you?
You're winning the recast today.
Okay.
But I hated that chick in Yellow Jacket so much.
Oh, okay.
She was better in Fallout, but...
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you're going to like this next pick, but...
Rocky.
Yeah. I'm going to recast it.
Danny DeVito.
We're going to gender swap it. No, Tyler Perry. Not as Medea, as Tyler Perry. I mean, not like not his real life, but like, couldn't you see him?
Pretty disrespectful.
Why? Why is that?
What do you think she would think if she heard that?
Rocky? Is she even alive?
Yeah, she was in the end of fucking
Vamp.
No, she was in the end of Phantasm, the secret scene in Phantasm V.
Oh, yeah.
Rocky's back.
Rocky's back. What all the fans were clamoring for.
Did you? I picked Sky Jackson. She was Zuri in Bunked, and then she was in Dancing with the Stars. She's like this young
Sky Jackson. Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
It's SKAI. Make her younger, but she's super spunky.
Oh, sure, I could see that.
Otherwise,
she's pretty.
Zoe Salamanda, or how do you say her last name?
Zoe Saldana.
There you go, Zoe Saldana.
Yeah,
was my first pick, but then I picked a different one.
That's pretty
and then
good.
I couldn't think of anybody for Tim.
Yeah, I picked Jacob Tremblay, who is the boy that gets killed in Doctor Sleep.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah, he's a
the
good
only
actor.
person I was thinking was that kid from Pet Sematary, if he was still young.
What?
Never mind.
Which one?
The one we don't like.
Oh, Miko Hughes? Yeah, he banged the tall man. Yeah, Miko Hughes.
Looking forward, I actually...
Hey, you know what, Savage Horror Creep listeners, if you ever... And let's make this vow. Let's make it interesting to have some meetups or people that actually want to see us in person rather than just listen to us on the podcast. If you ever see Corey or myself out and about at one of these events or just anything in the future, because we do have some exciting things that we're planning, ask us about our experience with Miko Hughes. We'll never put it on air, but we have some fun stories from Miko Hughes.
I thought we kind of did.
No fair.
No,
we never brought it up because I'm not going to slander somebody.
All right, so I didn't know what
not
to do.
Slander if it's true, though. I guess.
I don't. Yeah, it's true.
Fun story.
So up next, there's 3 movies coming out at the end of this month, and I don't think any of them are coming to our theater, sadly. I'll be surprised if one does. But The Substance comes out on the 20th.
That's supposed to be wide release, I think.
But I haven't seen a trailer.
Be fucking crazy, I heard, though.
Yeah. Demi Moore in her best performance of her life, which is hard to believe. Never Let Go from Alexander Aja.
Yeah.
Comes out the same day.
Yeah.
September 20th.
I don't think we're going to get that one.
And then on my birthday, September 27th, how do you say it? Azrael?
Yeah, I think it's Azrael or something like that. That's the
Samara Weaving.
Samara Weaving's new movie, right? Yeah.
And all 3 of these actually, I still don't understand what the hell Never Let Go is about.
I don't either, but you had
Halle Berry's in it.
Alexander Aja, though.
Right.
Yeah.
So it says Halle Berry as a mother who literally ties herself to her twin sons with a rope in order to protect them from an enigmatic evil lurking in the woods. Aja is known for harrowing, visceral gore fests like High Tension and The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah.
But his recent fare has had more of a mainstream appeal, like Crawl. I don't know, man. It's about a chick that chains herself to her son so some monster in the woods can't get her. It's Alexander Aja. It's gotta be good.
Sounds pretty good. I think all 3 of these are going to be contenders for some of the top 10s.
And then The Substance is about taking a mystery drug that will make you look young again, but instead of making you look young again, it actually births a young version out of your body.
Something like that, yeah.
And you can, the plot synopsis was fucked.
I heard it's very sexual, but I have heard some things that this is going to be one of the wildest endings of a horror movie this year.
Okay.
I also have heard that there's a comparison that I think makes me that much more excited. I don't know if I want to bring it up because I don't want to overhype it or anything like that. Wow. I'll tell you off air. But I heard that it's a longer movie. So be forewarned.
2.5 hours.
It's 2.5 hours. But the end, the final 20 minutes, you get what you came for in this. And so I'm very excited about Substance. And then that Azrael movie with Samara Weaving sounds really interesting. In a world where no one speaks, a devout female-led community hunts down a young woman who has escaped imprisonment. Recaptured, Azrael is due to be sacrificed to an ancient evil in the wilderness, but fights for her own survival. Sounds interesting.
Yeah. Which one of these 3 do you think is going to be the best?
Substance, probably.
You think The Substance?
I think so, yeah. But
I haven't heard anything about the Aja film.
No.
So I'm worried that that's just going to be like a low-key release for him.
It could be back to true form, though.
Yeah.
You know? I want to see Halle Berry in a horror movie that's not Gothica.
Oh, God. Halle Berry. I'm just over her, I think.
She hasn't been doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, and everything she has done of late, well, probably because everything's been
John Wick
flop.
3, I think. That's about it.
And Azrael, I don't know. They're so mysterious. All three of these movies are so mysterious, but that's the way horror movies should be. I guarantee you one of them will be good, but
Strange Darling, I've heard, is fantastic too.
And that's already released in theaters, but on a smaller scale.
Limited budget. So that's got to be coming to streaming pretty soon, or at least digital.
Yeah, I can't. I've been looking.
Yeah.
I've been looking. And I heard when you look up what's that movie about, it says don't find out.
Yes. That's all I've heard about it. Like, I've avoided trailers.
Go in blind. We don't want to give you a synopsis. Go into this movie blind, and that's how you'll do it. So I'm excited for that. You
haven't trusted us at this point. I just don't know what to tell you. Yeah.
So we're going to come back with our next episode, 2012. And then we are working out the kinks for all of our extra October shit. So we'll be watching 2012. Happy Friday the 13th. We're going to be at Crypticon. We'll give you an update of how cool that fucking was next episode. Anything else?
No, I think we're good.
Goodbye, boy.
Boy. The stuff that you got to do for a fucking professional podcast here, I tell you. I swear to God.
Oh, it happens to everybody.
Yeah. Okay. So where were we?
What?
Now my fucking iPad's dead. Do we have... Yeah.
Unbelievable.